Raceview Network's Weekend Wrap-Up is sponsored by the Oklahoma Quarter Horse Racing Association and by Remington Park Racing Casino.
Hello, I'm Jim Byers. Welcome to Raceview Network's Weekend Wrap-Up. It's time to review the busiest 3 days on the quarter horse racing calendar. Last weekend saw 12 graded races across 4 states. We'll have all those results and additional stakes recaps coming up. Let's begin at Retama Park outside San Antonio, where the weekend kicked off with Friday's restricted Grade 3 TQHA Classic. Texas Breds went 400 yards for a purse of $38,750. The 3 to 5 favorite started on the inside, zooming effortlessly, coming off a track record of this distance in his last start, June 27th.
And runners away. Good start at the inside for zooming effortlessly. From between horses, Pyro is right there on the attack, ready to engage. Now comes Mr. Joe Eagle, center of the racetrack. Shakenbach is at the rail. The race to the finish. Out front, it's zooming effortlessly, showing the way, zooming effortlessly.
He's appropriately named Zoomin' Effortlessly, doing just that to win his 3rd straight. Santos Carrizales, the winning jockey. Fresh off a track record last time out, the son of Zoomin' for Bucks and the Royal Quick Dash mare Royal Quick Affair wins officially by a half length in the Classic over Mr. Joe Eagle in a time of 20.122 seconds. That's a 90 speed index. Bred by Tommy Charbula, Zoomin' Effortlessly is trained by Edelmiro Carrizales for owner Telesforo Perret. On Saturday, Retama Park offered the restricted Grade 2 TQHA Sale Futurity. The total purse for this one reached more than $413,000. These runners had to be cataloged to last year's TQHA yearling sale. From the trials, number 2, Sissy Cartel was the fastest and went off the second choice at 5-2. Also at that price is the favorite, number 3, Lil Raining Dash.
Off and running. Middle of the pack, Mighty Zapata broke sharply. Sissy Cartel's quick into stride. Dash No Cheat moves on from the outside. From between horses, Little Raining Dash with a late say as well. On the outside, Cartel's Pop-Pop is flying. Cartel's Pop-Pop.
What a rally on the outside for Cartel's Pop-Pop under Ricky Ramirez. Emerging from a trial that produced 4 of the 10 finalists, Cartel's Pop-Pop gets up by a half length as the 3 to 1/3 choice in 17.967 seconds. Bred in Texas by Richard Gary and Sherry Gaster Kurz, Cartel's Pop-Pop is a colt by the Louisiana Cartel out of Oak Tree's Pop-Pop, who's sired by Oak Tree Special. He was a $33,000 yearling purchase by Chad Peck, who owns him along with Esmeralda Peck. The colt has brought home more than $190,000 in career earnings. He's trained by Trey Wood. On Sunday, New Mexico-bred 2-year-olds raced for a purse of nearly $380,000 at Ruidoso Downs in the restricted Grade 1 Zia Futurity at 400 yards. The finish here is very close, but number 3, I'm a Moon Quest gets the nose victory over the 2 Wahoo Raider in 20.177 seconds. Omar Reyes aboard. I'm a Moon Quest is a gelding by First Moon Flash out of the Reyes Secret mare Sable's Vision, bred by Mike Abraham. Now 2 for 3, I'm a Moon Quest is trained by Michael Joyner for Santos Espinoza and Mark Jungers. Also in New Mexico on Sunday, Sunray Park in Farmington ran the Grade 3 La Plata Stakes. 3-year-olds and up go 400 yards in this one for a $35,000 guaranteed purse. A well-matched field lacked a solid favorite, but number 4, I'll Stop the World, went off the 5-2 choice.
Getting left at the start was I'll Stop the World. Great beginning for TF Featured Effort, and Allie's jumping. It's TF Featured Effort, Allie's jumping, and storming away now after that slow start. I'll Stop the World. Could he pull this off? I'll Stop the World, and Allie's jumping, coming down to the line.
I'll Stop the World melts this field and come from behind style by a nose under Esgar Ramirez. The Clip BP take him away, and Allie's jumping, who dead heated for second. I'll Stop the World ran second in the Ruidoso Derby 2 years ago. This gelding by FDD Dynasty and the special task mare You Light Up My Life originally raced for his breeders, Ron and Katie Hanna. These days he's owned and trained by Alfredo Sanchez. Final time, 19.439 seconds. Fair Meadows in Tulsa, Oklahoma wrapped up its 2015 season on Saturday with the Grade 3 Speedhorse Futurity. 7 trials on July 11th produced the field for this $184,560 test. They went 350 yards. The fastest qualifier was part of an entry, number 1A VF Floozy, 6-5 under GR Carter.
And they're off. Real good even dispatch. There goes Miss Sammy May to the front. Also up there amongst is going to be VF Floozy. Now gets up towards that front end with Miss Sammy May, but there's a wall of horses closing in on the grandstand side. Spit Like a Pit is gaining, but the winner's going to be too tight to call.
The race is just long enough for number 6 Fast and Fancy to get up by a nose over Miss Sammy May in the Speedhorse final. VF Floozy finishes a half length back in third. Ridden by Larry Payne for trainer Sam Howard, Fast and Fancy earns her first win in this spot in a time of 17.763 seconds. An Oklahoma-bred full sister to last year's Remington Futurity winner, I'm a Fancy PYC, Fast and Fancy is by PYC Paint Your Wagon. Out of the Mr. Jess Perry mare, First Prize Fancy. She's bred by Wutona Stanley and William Smith and is owned by Butch Parsons. Now to the West Coast, where Los Alamitos hosted the 16th California Breeders' Champions Night on Saturday. A 12-race card exclusively of stakes races was capped by the restricted Grade 2 Governor's Cup Futurity. These California-bred juveniles went 350 yards for a purse of $389,500. In a wide-open dash, the nearly 3-1 favorite is the fastest qualifier, number 1 Sail Topper, but he ducked in early and lost all chance. Phoebe's Dynasty goes on to win. She's undefeated at 4 for 4. This is her first stakes win, and it's impressive, teaming with Eduardo Nicasio for the neck victory. A daughter of FDD Dynasty and the Strawfly Special Mare PJ Flying Phoebe, Phoebe's Dynasty is a granddaughter on her dam side of AQHA Supreme Racehorse Dashing Phoebe. Bred by Jay and Char Parsons and owned by Parsons Ranch, Phoebe's Dynasty is trained by Christopher Odell. Butter Think Twice and Shutout were next under the wire. The winner's time 17.740 seconds. Also on the California Breeders' Champions card on Saturday was the $100,000 Spencer Childers Handicap at 400 yards. This restricted Grade 1 drew last year's AQHA champion 3-year-old Moonist. He had the rail on Saturday and went off at 3-10. There was little doubt about this outcome soon after the start, as Moonist annihilates the field under jockey Cesar de Alba. California-bred son of Separatist and the first down dash mare Your First Moon, Moonist was a $21,500 yearling purchase at Los Al by current owner Ronald Hartley from breeder Vessel Stallion Farm. In winning 18 of 27 starts, Moonist has career earnings now of more than $592,000. He's trained by John Cooper. The winner's time in the Childers, 19.532 seconds. Up next, we recap and see winners of many more stakes events from the past weekend. Stay with us. We're back after this short break.
An official representative for horsemen in the state, the OQHRA administers race, benevolence, and scholarship programs, all to better the state of racing in the state of Oklahoma. Visit OQHRA.com.
Set again for the 2015 Speedhorse Paint and Appaloosa Futurity. And they're off. Very outside wide break for DTL head honcho out very well is your favorite painted turnpike to put a length on this field. Bull WL Mr. Worldwide fight it out for second, but the clear winner of the Speedhorse Paint and Appaloosa Futurity for 2015 painted turnpike.
Raceview Network's Weekend Wrap-Up is sponsored by the Oklahoma Quarter Horse Racing Association.
Raceview Network will soon be using Periscope to bring you live interviews with trainers, jockeys, and other notables in the sport of quarter horse racing. But to watch, you need to have the free Periscope app on your mobile device. So get to the App Store or Google Play, download and install the app, and then follow Raceview Network on Periscope. That's it for this edition of the Wrap-Up. Your time's valuable, so we appreciate you spending some of it with us as we bring you the biggest races and fastest horses. I'm Jim Byers. For the entire staff and crew, we hope to see you next time on Raceview Network's Weekend Wrap-Up.